Ladies and gentlemen, Papa Boris here, playing some more Hearthstone Battlegrounds. I don't want to jinx it, but I am on a win streak if you count top 4 and above being a win. So we'll see who we've got next. I just feel like mentioning this as many times as I need to. I still have never been offered Rafam, so it'd be nice to try. I'm like not even remotely excited about it anymore. But hey, there he is. I'm gonna do it. The other ones are garbage anyways. So, one thing I've noticed from watching a lot of people play Rafam in the long time that I went without ever being offered Rafam is I think people overuse his hero power. A lot of times, by this point in the game, people are aware they're up against you. They're going to position the board, if it's feasible to do so, to like not let you use your power well. So, like selling things to use your power, I think is generally a mistake. I think you should use it when you have when it's like better than a reroll, like instead of a reroll. But I think always selling something to always use the power is overly aggressive. And a lot of times you just get your gold back, but it's not good enough because you lost a creature from the board to use the power. So you're really just staying even, except you're down a thing on the board in the short term when you go into the fight. Now, a lot of people with Rafam on turn 2 don't tavern up. They instead buy something and use the hero power. Now, there is an interesting point in that, which is that you are likely to win that fight, and you're going to get a card. But I'm actually not convinced that that's the correct play either. Because you are falling behind on the taverning, and it doesn't seem like the extra card makes up for it. Now, in this particular case, we do get a really, really strong one. So I'm going to do it, just because it is so strong. This is a 3-4 worth of stats. But if it weren't something that was that good, I wouldn't have gone for it. And like next turn's awkward because taverning up costs 3, so you're left with 2, so you can't buy anything. But I have a token I can sell. But then you can't use your hero power on the next turn, but that's fine. So hopefully whatever I get this turn is playable. The worst thing I think would be like a homunculus, which I really don't want to lose 2 health for. But just about anything you steal with your power, you play it, you tavern up, and maybe sell your token to buy another thing, and then you have a board of 4 things on your gold 5 turn. It's a homunculus. Okay, well, I guess it's probably better to play this than to not play it. I guess, since I'm undefeated at the moment, well, it is only a whopping 2 rounds in, but still, taking 2 damage to get a gold later and maybe help in the short term is pretty good. Okay, so we tavern up, we play this thing, we sell this, and I think I'll just grab this, play it, and freeze the board. It's a little bit weird to do that, I know, but this is just good. It's a triple opportunity. It's 3-4 stats, which is fine at this point in the game. And as long as anything comes up that isn't terrible, you know what? Fine, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna sell my token and use my power, which I know kind of goes against everything I've been saying, but I'm likely to get something better than a 1-1. And even though it is a Murloc, I don't think just it being a Murloc is good enough to justify keeping it on the table. Like, yes, in some runs you will end up using that 1-1 Murloc because it'll get health buffed a bunch of times and get poisoned, but okay, so my opponent played very safely. They put the crappy minion first, although I had a 50-50 chance of getting that, which would have given me a triple. As it is, this is basically a gold back, and it's a little bit better than my 1-1 token, and no harm done because I won anyway. Alright, well here we've got this, although this is a natural combo. I think I'm still going to just get this thing. Am I willing to commit to keeping that 3? No, I'm actually going to do this, because that way, if I get a triple on these, I keep that. Well, I could have gotten a triple on those, too. Anyway, we're going to actually just sell this for the hero power, because I figure most things are better than a 1-2, and I'll get the rat pack, which is just generically better than the hyena. So I've got 2 triple opportunities, a wide board, not completely horrible stats for this point in the game. We're up against Daryl before he should have done any great amount of hat-tricking. Anybody got any triples? Okay, so nothing super crazy going on here. No one's got any triples or anything. I've got opportunities for 2. Where does the Divine Shield go? This is not that great. I'll probably keep it around, though, at least. The Divine Shield is going to do an impressive amount of work here, but we still get through with 2 1s, a 2, and my Tier 2 Tavern. So turn 7, like everybody else, I should really probably, or gold 7, I should really probably upgrade to the next tavern. Yeah, I should. Let's do that. And the question is, what do I sell to get this? This thing, all my stuff is kind of like low value. I'm going to actually keep the Rat Pack and the Homunculus and sell the Selfless Hero. So mostly I'm just cycling my hero power. I'm playing it and then getting nothing good out of it. Right, well, I guess buff the other Murloc. It's a tricky one. This is better stats and a good death rattle. This, though, could be good if I get a different other... Alright, I'm going to do this. This is a bit speculative, because this requires me to pick up another mech. But if I do get a Security Rover or a Cobalt Guardian, then just having this like super duper early to start buffing it could end up being more valuable than a Piloted Sky Golem, because the Piloted Sky Golem in the long term is not all that great of a minion. Alright, this is a pretty scary board here. He's got 3 Death Rattles that spawn things, and he has a Divine Shield. Now luckily the Divine Shield whiffed 1 in 5 odds. I just have so much, he's just got so much health to chew through here. Luckily the attacks have all gone in my favor. That surviving is nice. 2 rats, is it going to be enough? Oh gosh, it is not quite going to be enough to win. So y'all got a pretty strong board there. Man, if I had gotten something from my hero power, like at all, at any point during this game, except for things I immediately sold, I might have been in better shape. Okay, well, at the moment, this is not an ideal mech to start buffing. I'm going to take a gamble and fish for better ones. There's no mechs there and nothing good there in general, so that sucks. A very nice demon. Actually, wait a minute. Hold up. I'm fine. I think that's just good. So we're gonna get rid of this underperforming Rat Pack. I guess I'll use the hero power. Play this. Not gonna bother with that junk, and we'll roll. Anything there? Fine. So my thinking is that I'll get rid of these Murlocs. We'll get the Shielded Bot and the Metal Tooth Leaper, and then have this start building up a Shielded Bot. It's a little bit passive of a decision, because I could hold out for a better mech than just a Shielded Mini-Bot. Man, I'm actually kind of surprised I'm losing this. I really thought I had a pretty good board. Well, I guess it just takes a little bit of time for the whole demon thing to come online. Also, I wasn't really watching that battle very carefully, so maybe I was unlucky. I'm not sure. I was just talking and not paying attention to it. Okay, so let's get you and you. There's a bunch of garbage. This is always tempting to start building up. Should I do it? Okay, let's go for it. I'm going to get rid of these the Murloc and the Homunculus. We will take that. Play it. Get rid of this thing. Play this. Play that. Sell that. Now, 5-7 I think is still worth keeping around. I could just play the Spawn of Azoth and use my hero power, or I can sell the Spawn and buy this Clanker. I'm going to do that. I've been disillusioned with my hero power here. Actually, was the Spawn the correct thing to sell? Maybe the correct thing to sell would have been the 5-7, perhaps? Okay, we'll use this as my Divine Shield Popper, then get the big hits in. Alright, so we're going for one of my favorite strategies, Vanilla Big Dudes. So hopefully this will just build up with Battle Cries over time, and then these anytime I play a demon. So basically any demon or any Battle Cry buffs my board. Now the Battle Cry is just +1/+1, but the Battle Cries themselves often have buffs, and then any demon buffs my board by +4/+4. I'm actually okay with getting rid of this Iron Sensei thing. I don't think I need it to keep buffing a Shielded Mini-Bot, especially because I want to have these guys out, the crowd favorites, and then the Wrathweaver and the Floating Watcher, and if I get any more of any of those cards, I think they're going to be more useful than the Iron Sensei, and definitely this 5-7. The Shielded Bot I think got big enough that I'd keep that over the Murloc and the Sensei. That was actually a really big hit, but then again, Shutterwalk was doing pretty badly. He was near last place. Okay, so this is nothing. That's a Battle Cry. That's a demon. Should I Tavern Up? What would I be looking for when I Taverned Up? I'm not actually sure. But maybe I should just do it while I've got Yogg, who doesn't seem to... who beat me, but isn't doing that well in general. Okay, let's Tavern up. Get that because it's a +4/+4. Roll. That, I think, is actually still worth it. So let's cash it in now. Let's do this. This. Oh, I messed up. I didn't need to do that. Well, actually, it's okay. If I did that without using this, I get an extra +2/+2. So is it worth selling off a Voidwalker to get my hero power? I guess you're just refarming wrong if you don't do it, so fine. We'll trust in the power of a 10/10, a 6/6, a 5/5, and a 6/4 taunt Divine Shield. Oh, I need a Divine Shield popper. And hope that a 1/3 taunt wasn't going to make the difference between winning and losing. No battle cries or demons here, so I'm going to let this go. What would I be looking for? Goodness. I mean, more Floating Watchers and a third Wrathweaver would be nice. More or less any demon. Maybe like a Voidwalker, but I'd have to get to 5 for that or get a triple to discover it. Okay, very interesting wide board here. So this will be a 4-attack cleave. Ah, didn't quite snipe it. And then we have the Kindly Grandmother. That was sort of an underwhelming cleave. Luckily, most of his stuff has died before these things got their Divine Shields off. I'm still going to lose this, though. Yep. With a Bran alive for 5 damage. Ouch! That's a hard one. That is a hard hit. So yes, my stuff was not good enough. Although I don't think a Voidwalker, as close as it was, would have made a difference, because he still had a Divine Shield up at the end. Alright, there's my triple Wrathweaver. Okay. Let's grab it. Put her down. Bran? Sure. I am going for Battle Cries. So, I don't have any Murlocs for this Battle Cry or Beasts for this one. So this 2 Battle Cries are both pretty bad. Okay, let's roll. No Murlocs for that Battle Cry. Okay, no Demons. I will take a second one of those. It's a bit speculative. This, I still don't have any Beasts and Murlocs. Wow, not having any Beasts or Murlocs is really hampering my Battlecry game. Okay. I guess we'll do this. I shouldn't have put Bran down because I never actually found any Battlecries. Like, if this Bran was in my hand and the spawn was on the board, it'd be better. Do I keep this Iron Sensei out to keep popping up that shield? I mean, fine. I guess I'll just have this problem I often have, which is I'm spreading myself a little bit thin. My vanilla stats are not big enough, I don't think, at this point in the game to actually be winning. Then again, I'm up against Shudderwock, who does seem to be having some issues, so I might get a kind of free win here and then try to put it all together next turn. The triple on this would be nice. Another Floating Watcher would be nice. I just didn't see any demons that time. Just demons to buff my Golden Wrathweaver would be good. So that Wrathweaver is gold. He just, I have just not found any demons to buff him with. Oh boy, I think I'm going to actually lose this. Oh, that thing lived? God, how many? God, Shudderwock really got it together. Oh my god, am I dead? I could just be dead. No, this is all fairly low tier stuff, but it's a lot of damage. Oops. Oops. Okay, I can't die anymore, or else we're top 8ing this one. Yikes. Well, I got this. A Murloc, I guess, at this point is fine. Ah, finally a demon. This is a bit of a crappy Murloc. I don't know if it's worth getting a Murloc just to give it poison with 2 health. Yeah, that seems a bit on the weak side. Okay, do I get this to buff my shielded bot? Fine. I'm not going to fish for a triple. That's a bit too speculative. Another Battlecry Beast. Gosh, I guess this is good to buff my mech. Okay, so we're going to sell off that and make that our rotating slot. Let's put that in there while we can. Let's rotate that through. Roll some bones. Should I get that for yet more? No, I think that's wrong at that point. That's pretty good, and I do have microbots. Well, let's see what happens. So I play that. Yeah, sure, let's do it. Let's just sell all this stuff off. The Battlecry at least hits. And then we do this. And I'm going to put this at the end. It's not super likely to work, but there is a chance that this thing attacks, pops its shield, and something else attacks it before the Cobalt Guardian goes and kills it. It's not likely, but it is not impossible. And this thing would get its first Divine Shield. And then otherwise I just die, because none of my stuff's big enough. My Wrathweaver Floating Watcher perhaps Should I just freeze the demons? I should. Just didn't really pay off this game, it seems. Although it would have helped if I had seen any of those demons that give a +2/+2, because I really could have used some just buffs on my floating watcher. Alright. One more chance for this thing to die? Nope. Oh, killed itself on a 1/1. Ouch. Turn too late, although I don't think that a Divine Shield on my Cobalt Guardian would have made a difference there. So yes, I split things too much, and although I was running hot for a while there, it is time to cool down and hop on out with a proud top 8 finish. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.